Today, how to negotiate selling a house. Yeah! You got an offer or offers. Wait, hold up, not so fast. Hi, how you doing? Today's video, hold on, before we talk about the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel right below and click that notification icon. That way, every Tuesday when I post a new video, you're notified. Today's topic, it's awesome that you got an offer or offers, but we want to make sure we look at 3 specific items outside of the price before moving forward and accepting an offer. Number 1, earnest money. And typically in a deal when I'm sitting down and advising sellers, 5% is typically acceptable for off of the purchase price. And how the earnest money works is usually there's an initial earnest money of $1,000 or $2,000, could be $5,000. And then after attorney review, which right here I kind of talked about attorney review, we have the remainder of the balance. And that is deducted from the total down payment, okay? Earnest money is what's called consideration, and it's one of the elements of an executed contract. So 5% is typically okay. That kind of leads into my second point here, loan terms. I always have a conversation as we're evaluating offer or offers. I always have a conversation with the loan officer to try to get some intel that I can then communicate to you. And as you all know, due to privacy laws, there's not really much the loan officer can tell us. But I ask questions such as, okay, how long have they been working with the buyer? Is this someone they just met, or do they have a long-standing relationship with them? How confident, based upon the terms that the buyer's agent submitted, if they say they can close in 25 days, that could raise some flags. 25 days is a little aggressive, so it's really gonna, at the end of the day, we wanna make sure that we all get to the closing table. So I may ask them about closing. And also in the contract, there is an anticipated interest rate. So the lower it is, the higher likelihood is they're a pretty strong qualified candidate, and therefore we'll get to the closing table. And then of course 3, closing contingencies in general, closing. You may have a really super high price, but if they need 60 days to close, that adds some red flags. Conversely, if the purchase price is maybe a little bit less, but they can close quicker, at the end of the day, what's important to you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, is your goal. Do you need to relocate? Are you downsizing, upsizing? So if you have a goal that you need to close quicker, then maybe I may advise you to accept a little lower purchase price in exchange for that quicker close. And then contingencies. Do the buyers have a home that they need to sell and then take those net proceeds and to put it into your home? That's really important. In a perfect world, we want to have no contingencies as far as an existing home, but that's just not how it works. If the particular offer that we're evaluating is the strongest out of all of them, but they do have a home contract, not home selling. The difference is a home contract contingency is when that buyer's home has a contract and they're going to a close, okay? Versus a home selling, they may not even have it either put it on the market or it's currently on the market and there's not a contract. So I hope that makes sense, and contact me if you have any questions. So that's the third one. So I hope you found this video informative. What you should do now is, if you click below, I have a whole complete home selling process from A to Z that is super helpful, that kind of explains all the way the beginning of pricing your home, pricing strategies, all the way to closing. Please bear in mind, and I apologize, it is a work in progress and I'm adding videos. So if you have a particular video that you need, that you feel may be beneficial to you, feel free to reach out. Until next time, enjoy your day.